Oh my god. Oh my god. How is everyone here? You want some salt with that? Jesus, they're going mental. Hey, you know what, right? We've been there. We've been there. We've been there many times. We've been where they are right now. We've been in that annoyance after a game with VAR decisions, referee decisions. We've been there. We've been there every week. We have it. Every single week we have that. Welcome. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Honestly, I'm you know what? In a way, I'm absolutely fuming the fact that we're 3-0 up and then it's 3-2 and then I can't breathe for 30 minutes. I literally can't breathe. And then then we get a fourth for a controversial foul where he's pulled his shirt, but the rest of them now leave it. And then they've got another red card. Johnny's got a red card. They probably should have had a penalty, let's be honest. They probably should have had a penalty. I'm not going to deny it. The ref didn't give it. VAR didn't overturn it. That's the rule in it. If it's not like a 2-footed challenge in the head, they don't overturn it. Look, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. We've been on the opposite side of every situation here. We've been on the opposite side of it all. Every week we have decisions like that. Every single week. So I do not care. Deal with it. Deal with it. Honestly. Get rattled, fine. It's football, innit? It's emotions. I'd be rattled if I were them, to be honest, with some of the decisions, but I don't care. Look, lads, we scored 4 goals in a game. When that fourth went in oh my god, when that fourth went in, I genuinely, right, that was the most nervous thing. But let's talk. Let's be serious now. Like, that is, I can't describe how huge that is. I can't describe how huge that is, man. You know, in a situation there where you're 3-0 up and you had a feeling, didn't you? It's Leeds, innit? Fair, that first goal, that's really good improvisation there from Johnny. He's got sent off, but you know, a good goal. And at that point, you've got to think to yourself, right, what can we do here? There's nothing really. Look, you could say Rock should clear it, but he don't know. He's going to be there behind him, going to hit it first time, get it over the keeper. No one knows that's going to happen. Look, he could have kicked it anywhere, but that's our luck in it. At the end of the day. And what we've seen now, that early goal from Leeds is it's so nervy, isn't it? Because after 6 minutes, we don't know what we're doing. Honestly, that first half, although the defenders for me were gritty and they put a really solid performance in for me, the defenders. I know we conceded 2, but the first goal, what on earth can you do? That's a clearance. It's just gone wrong. It's gone straight to his foot and he's decent finish. You know, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? Second goal, I can't remember it. Oh, what's second goal now? Honestly, lads, I can't remember. Oh, yeah, Traore got free, didn't he? Look, Traore is going to do that. Traore is going to get free in games. But that defence there, Illing did once or twice, but I think his second half was a lot more solid. Firpo again, for me, yeah, he got beat once or twice when Adama Traore came on, but every defender is going to get beat by his pace. Especially when Wolves, then when he came on, and like you would, they just arrowed every single thing to him. Everything. You're going to get beat once or twice. He's absolutely rapid. But look, as an actual shape and structure, I was really impressed by that. They had chances. Elan's made some outstanding saves, by the way. Them 2 1-on-1s, that one where he's clawed it up here. Wow, that is phenomenal. That is honestly phenomenal. And this is one of them games. This is the test. You know, you can do well against top teams where there's no pressure on you, but the teams down there, how can you do against them? It wasn't pretty. From either team. They had a lot of the ball. And a lot of the way, you know, we've seen we're all right with that. It got us 3-0 up. At the end of the day, lads, playing the way we played got us 3-0 up. It did. It got us 3-0 up. And I know every single person watching this, including me, when Nyonto came off, went, huh? 5 seconds later, went, oh. It's football. I think, just quickly on that, the thinking for me with Nyonto coming off was, also they brought on Traore and Kuna. Now, Kuna, everyone thought was playing left, but actually Kuna came over to this side with Traore in that 10, but sort of played a bit wider to link up with him. You also had Ruben Neves, who was linking up with Traore. So there's like 3 in there. So the idea was Jack switched over, and Jack, we know, is absolutely quality defensively. And that was the thinking. And then you shorn up that right side with Rasmus. So it did make sense to me. Look, look, you're taking Willie off, yeah. You're probably someone else. You maybe take off tonight, but as a structure, it made sense in my opinion. And it got 3-0 up. That is nervous, but that's the situation we're in. We're in these nervy situations, and I can't criticise the coach. He took Firp off at the right time. Probably tired, yellow card against Traore. You need someone that's not on a card who can make that challenge, who can have a pullback. Brought Strauch on, and I thought he dealt with him fairly well. When we closed that side up, we didn't give him any space. It was a bit open before. Rodrigo came on and got a goal. That's good. That'll do him the world of good, getting his goal. Midfield 2 for me, I was, again, look, they have a lot of the ball, and we've got to accept that. But I actually thought, in terms of, and Wolves play width anyway, they like to play wide, as you could tell, like everything went wide, especially when Traore came on. I'm happy man for man. I thought all of our players deserved something. Look, we didn't play expressive, fluent football, but we played structured football, and the midfielders for me were solid in there. I thought McKennie and Roca ran their backsides off, as did Aronson. Look, the quality from Aronson, it's not there yet. It's not what we saw at the start of the season, but if it's something you have to watch back to appreciate. I think the structure, his energy in there allowed us to be more solid further up. Be a bit more dangerous with the press further up, because we had a little bit of a press, and he started that. Now look, he wasn't great on the ball again, but it's the areas as well. The out ball, he was always in that pocket. Once or twice, he got some good turns. He made some good passes. I'm not going to sit here and criticise players. I'm not going to criticise all the players when we've won 4-2 and we've won a game in so long. I'm not going to do that. There's areas to everyone's game where they need to improve, but there's areas to everyone's game where it was good, and that's why they were played in the 11 today. Jack, again, I thought he was good today. Look, people talking about his performance last week, I don't care. He got a goal and assist. I'm more than happy with that. In a situation we're in now where it's about moments, and we saw that today, it's about moments. Games are about moments. Jack, last week, in those moments, did what he needed to do, and that's all I cared about. In this moment, he had a moment, and he did it. He scored again. Great play by Nyonto. Great finish. And that's what's important now. We have to get the structure right, and we have to create moments and score. And we did that 4 times today. Decent goals as well. And I'm delighted with that. You look at a team and you think, when I talk about when Skubala came, and I'll talk about what is Leeds United. For me, that is Leeds United. Not going forward, it wasn't pretty. But it didn't need to be. It had to be structured, it had to be solid, and it had to be smart. And a lot of the way it was. It's not perfect. Javi can't come in and let me think about Javi, right? He's not necessarily a coach who's like to sit back, defend, and take goals. He likes to be on the ball. You look at his Watford team, they like to pass and move the ball. But the reason coaches don't come in mid-season is because they know they're going to struggle to, put their system on players. It's very difficult. It takes, 5, 6, 7 weeks. That's just why they do it pre-season, which is why 3 or 4 coaches denied us halfway through a season. That's the reason. Javi, however, is a bit more now in his thinking. He saw a way in which he could affect the results for Leeds. And this is what he's done. He's making sure we're defensively solid and we create moments. And for me, he did that again. And obviously talk, if we stay up, do you keep him? One thing to consider at this point, and I'm not saying we're going to stay up, there's a long way to go. There's a break now, then we get Arsenal next. So things could change so quickly, right? But you've got to consider, but the same was with Jesse. We said at the end of the season, right, give him time to initiate his ideas onto the team. We did that, and nothing much changed. We played better, but yeah, you know what I mean? But with Javi, there's a more of a sample size in the Premier League of how he likes his teams to play. The defensive side of that is there. I think he's got that spot on. I think with time we can develop the attacking, but right now what we need is that solidity. You will have to practice that in training every single day. You have to be solid, and we saw why. It's weird saying solid when we conceded 2 goals, but the first goal, come on. The second goal was, again, to fatigue. They made subs. They pressed that side so hard every time they got the ball. And at the end of the day, we've dealt with it. Ilan's had some good saves to make in there, and he's done it. And that's what you need your keeper to do. The blocks I saw from Warburg, Koch, McKennie, some outstanding blocks, honestly. I'm more proud of this. It's one of them games where you analyse and you can probably, it's probably not very pretty to watch, but I honestly don't care. And I don't think this is the team Javi wants to create long term if he was to stay. I think this is the team he's created now, and I think he's doing it really well. If you ask Javi what he wants, I'm sure he'd tell you, we need to be solid. We need to get that balance right. And the balance now is heavy on defending and having a shape and creating moments. And we've created 4 moments today. We've scored 4 goals. That's my rant. That's my little monologue there. Individually, again, I spoke about it, and Jack Harrison, again, now, moment player. Big moment and a big goal. Big goal, big moment. Gnonto's dribble. Big moment. Right execution. Rodrigo, 1-on-1. We know what's happening. Big moment, big goal. Rasmus came on. Full of energy. 1-2 battles in about 3 seconds. Big moment, big goal. Who scored the 4th? Mate, my mind's gone. I actually don't know. Ayling. Again. Back post. Keeper probably should have saved it. Don't care. Big moment, big goal. And that's what we need. That's why we have to be effective in moments. We can't just dominate teams, be fluid, because that leaves us at the back, not structured. In a time where we have to get points. We're not the luxury of having 38 games. We've not got pre-season to go through attacking scenarios. It takes a long time. And credit to the coach, because what he's doing now is calm, collected. Look at him on the bench. Every coach gets a bit. Look at Wolves. Look, again, they should be angry with some decisions. But some of them, it happens to us. It happens to us all. It happens to us a lot. I still think they'll be all right. I like Lopetegui. I think he's a really good coach. He's good at he's good at spotting weaknesses. He's good at creating an identity. So I think they'll be fine. But for us, look, it's a huge win. And in terms of, I just want to quickly say, in terms of comments from the last, I will go through comments on the last video tonight. I've been very busy this week. I apologise. But that is a huge, huge win. That is the type of win you need. We could have easily sacked it off at 3-2. The mentality could have gone. And to be honest, from 3-0 to 3-2 is a bit nervy. But the first goal comes from a freak moment. The second goal's a deflection. That was the one. Yeah, it wasn't Traore, was it? It was deflection. But Traore beat the man, didn't it? It's a mess. I was a mess. You were all a mess. Don't deny it. That was horrible. But great at the same time because we've won it. And that's what I love to see. Fair play to the players who put 1,000% into that. Every single moment they battled. We didn't win every battle, but we tried. We battled every time. And that is all we could ask for at this point in the season. We just have to win the games. We did. There's a long way to go, but this is not over. Never will be. It's so tight down there. There's a long way to go. We'll be back at Arsenal in a few weeks. Like I said, that could change again, couldn't it? The table. But right for now, that is outstanding. Javi's now, for getting the cup? He's got a draw, a loss, and 2 wins. That is what we needed. You take the Arsenal game out of it, I'm not expecting anything by that. We could, but I'm not expecting anything. Them 2 home games after that, vital, by the way. Forest and Palace at home, absolutely vital. This win now sets us up for them 2. Almost the mission is now, win them 2, you could be all right. Obviously, you'll need a few more points, but you know what I mean? That sets you up perfectly. But yeah, look, I'm delighted with that. Long way to go. I'm delighted with that. Let me know what you guys think. This is right after the game. I'm buzzing. Yeah. Appreciate the support. I'll go through the comments, I promise. Please leave a like, because we won. Peace.